All right. So we got 4 XP after the last one. Made a couple of changes. We ditched our 45 automatics for the upgraded Derringers. Just thought that they'd be a little more useful than what we were getting out of the 45s. So as we saw, the drinking and the rats caused us to not save the other Dr. Morgan, and the casino collapsed on our heads, so now we are really behind, and so we're going to have to kick this one's butts. So we head to the Miskatonic University, and I will read us a little intro. Dr. Armitage is worried about his colleague, Professor Warren Rice. He might be in some trouble, so he asks you to help in finding his friends. He seems unreasonably nervous about his colleague's disappearance, considering Professor Rice has only been missing for a matter of hours. Because it is later, we did have to spawn this jerk. He's a hunter with Retaliate. Forced, after he attacks you, discard the top 2 cards of your deck. Forced, if he's evaded, it is defeated. We're never going to evade that, so we have to do it the old-fashioned way. So let's look what our hand is. Haven't mulliganed yet. I think we're going to actually keep... is it Greta or Greet? I'm not actually sure. We want the leather coat, and I think we want the vicious blow because if we don't draw a weapon, that's going to really help us kill that guard, who's going to come for us no matter what we do. So we will try to... we'll replace these cards here with... let me just draw all these. So we get 2 more. Draw and draw. No weakness. We got our Derringer. Perfect. Set that in there. Oh, and a key ring. Okay. So... read you the agenda in the act. Oh wow, I can't even see that. You have arrived at the Miskatonic University campus in search of Professor Warren Rice. Classes are over, and the mysterious silence hangs in the air over the quad. What's the observe these button? Is it Alt? There we go. Professor Rice was last seen several hours ago by one of Armitage's students in the Humanities building. Okay, so we want to head off to the Humanities building then. We need 3 clues. We started off in the quad. A too early winter has stripped the trees bare. Their dead branches whistle as a sharp cold wind cuts across the empty quad. No clues here, but we can resign if we need to. Surrounded by fences, gates of wrought iron, you can't help but feel as much a prisoner as a guest. 3 Shroud connects pretty much everywhere. The Humanities building is where he was last seen. And we did roll with randomly into the observatory instead of is it the library, I think it is? I don't remember. Because this is return 2. So, this guy is going to come straight to us. So we are going to need to move by the end of the turn. I'd like to get the Derringer and the key ring down and then move, I think is our play here. So yeah, let's play the Derringer, play the key ring, and then we will head... Let's just go straight to the Humanities building, because that's going to keep us 2 away from him. Professor Rice was last seen in the Humanities building teaching one of his Latin classes. The murky windows of the weather-worn structure emit no light, and the night is silent all around you. 2 of our 3 clues that we need. At the end of your turn, if you are in the Humanities building, discard the top X cards of your decks, where X is the amount of horror on you. Currently 0. So I think that means that we're safe to stay here, because we have no horror. We do have a physical trauma, which sucks. The enemy phase, this guy is going to move to the quad. Okay. We gain a resource. We draw our card. Take heart. That's going to help us play Greta there. Okay. A doom. What's our threshold here? 7. Okay, we're still good. And then our encounter card. For each card in your hand, if there is a copy of that card in your discard pile, take 1 horror. If you take no horror from this effect, discard the top 3 cards of your deck. I don't have a discard pile, so I have to discard 3 cards, it looks like. 1. Oh, that sucked. 2. Oh, I lost a take heart. That sucks. But we can dig a backpack up out of the dirt if we want to. So now it's our turn. We do need to sort out how we're going to deal with him. He's only going to do 1 damage, so if we threw the leather coat down this turn, we'd probably be in a good spot. So I'm going to spend the first action with an old key ring. We are a 2 to a 1. Do we want to be 2 to 1? We don't really have much other choice. And I'm not going to risk the take heart here. I should have risked the take heart here, but we don't snap a key ring, so that's cool. So that was our first action. Second action, we'll try it again. +1, so we lose one of our key rings, but we do gain one of the clues on here. And our third action, no matter where we move, that guy's going to come after us and hit us. So we could play the coat. Thinking, yeah, that way the damage goes onto the coat that we can replace instead of on our face. So that was our last action, playing the coat. The enemy phase, we're going to try the new button here. It's the enemy phase, he comes to us and he punches us right in our leather jacket. What does he say? After he attacks you, discard the top 2 cards of your deck. I don't like this. Oh no. Okay. Nope. That needs to go away. So he attacks us, hits us in the coat. We don't have anything really to say about that. So we're going to try the left click to print stats. Right click to reset them. Oh, I thought that was the upkeep button. Is it not? Nope. I thought there was an upkeep button in the new... Oh, there it is. I'm stupid. There's an upkeep button. Okay. All right. Doom goes on the agenda. We get our encounter card. Peril. Doesn't matter. I'm in single player. Revelation. Choose 2 of the following actions. Investigate, fight, evade, move, or play. For the remainder of the round, each investigator cannot perform each chosen action. If this is not the first copy that is drawn this phase, choose 3 of those actions instead. We're not going to evade. And honestly, we're probably also not going to need to move here because we're probably going to shoot him and investigate. Well, okay, no, we're... yeah, we're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with evade and move. Okay, does this stay in play or does it discard away? All right, so we can't move, we can't evade. We can shoot this guy in the face though, and we're going to commit a vicious blow to the test as well. So we are +3, so we're a 7 to a 2, and we're doing 3 damage. So this should hopefully murder him. It does. He's gone. We murdered a security guard violently. We probably shouldn't feel good about it, but we do. So I'm not going to keyring here. I'm going to try and take heart, I think. Since I can't play cards, I should build towards the future, I think. So we're going to commit a take heart and investigate normally, which we fail. And so we gain 2 resources. We draw 2 cards. Awesome. Oh, and now if we fail, we can look what I found. It'll only get us 1, so let's not. We'll keyring for our third action. We get it. Keyring snaps, but we got our second clue. So that was all 3 of our actions. Enemy phase, there's currently none. So we move on to this fancy upkeep button. Awesome, we got a backpack. So we could dig for another keyring and a machete if we want. So Doom goes on the thing. We get a bad card. That doesn't look good. Attached to your location, as an additional cost to move into or out of your attached location, discard the top card of your deck. If the discarded card is a weakness, draw it. Otherwise, for each copy of the discarded card in your hand or play area, you must either take one horror or discard that card. That sucks. I'm not going to lie about it, because we are going to move from here, which means that's going to happen to us. Oh, and we haven't been doing this. At the end of your turn, if you are in the Humanities building, discard the top X where it's horror on you. I haven't had any horror yet, right? Yeah, we're fine. So we're not cheating. Okay. But now it's our turn. So we're going to have to move away from... Oop. Sorry, game's lagging on me or something. Discard the top card of your deck. We should go straight here because there'll be clues. So we're going to try to move. But before that, we have to discard the top card of our deck and see how bad it is. Oh no. Do I want to take a horror? I think I want to take a horror. I don't want to lose both my liquid eye founds. Is that what it says? Take a horror? You must either take one horror or discard that card. Yeah, we're going to take the horror here because we don't have to go back to the Humanities building just yet. And we will successfully move to the observatory. It has the last clue we need and a victory. After you discover one or more clues at the observatory, discard 3 cards from the top of your deck for each clue you just discovered. Terrible. Absolute garbage. So that was our first action. Our second action, we're going to get Greta down, I think, just while we have the resources to do so. So for our third action, we should really try to investigate. I think we're going to have to waste our look what I found here to do so, but that does get us where we need, the 3 that we need. And I can, oops, I can advance this at any time, right? Yeah. Probably not at the end of my turn, probably at the start of next turn. Yeah, we will try a good old-fashioned regular investigate. 2 to a 4, we're down by 2. We're gonna lucky because we don't want to lose our, oops, or look what I found if we don't have to. So with lucky, we are +2, putting us 4 to a 4. We get our third clue. We're gonna hang on to it though. We're not gonna advance. Like I said, I don't want to advance into a bunch of problems if I don't have to. And what's the problem if I... Oh yeah, I have to discard 3 cards from my deck for each clue I just discovered. So 3 cards. Oh, my key ring. My coat. And my gun. That's okay though, because I am playing Yorick, so if there's stuff that I can kill, I can get those back. So it's not a total loss, but it's not great either. So a Doom goes on... Oh, upkeep. Upkeep. A Doom goes on, we get our encounter card. Surge. Put Beyond the Veil into your threat area if there is no copies Beyond the Veil. If your deck has no cards in it, take 10 damage and discard it. Okay, so we're under the clock now. That sucks. Resurgent Evils, I think, also sucks. You must either draw the top 2 cards of the encounter deck or place 1 Doom on the current agenda. This effect can cause it to advance. We're going to take the top 2 cards, honestly. There's one of them. A Whippoorwill, okay. And a second one. Another bad guy. So that's what we wanted. The location with the most clues, retaliate. So 0 and 0 and 0. I guess we're going to go to the quad next. So let's put her in the... Can we kill her in one shot? Yeah, we should just put her in this room. We're at -1 because of the Whippoorwill. But that's okay. Because if we kill her... No, there's no point to killing her. It doesn't say revealed location, right? It just says the location with the most clues. And none of the locations have clues. I'm gonna put her in an empty location that's yet to be revealed because these all have 0, so it should be the same. Let's put her in the student building because I think that's where I want to go next. And the whippoorwills will follow me around. That's fine. And that was the 2. So and Beyond the Veil's gonna stay right here, trying to kill me. Okay, so first action, we do have stuff that we could play, but it's all for getting clues at the moment. So first action, we will move to the quad. Second action, we'll come over here. She's gonna jump us. Not super worried about that. Flip the student union over. Okay, this isn't a terrible one. Heal a damage in a horror. After it's revealed, put the set-aside dormitories into play. Oh, game's lagging up. We want the dormitories into play. And it only connects with the student thing, so that's just one connector here. Perfect. So now we have this chick in our face. So for our move, third action, we're just gonna shoot her in the face with a derringer. She's a 2. I'm a 6. Of course. Of course it is. All right. So that didn't go our way. Enemy phase, yeah. She punches us in the face, peeling our coat and giving us a horror. Oh, and she retaliated me too. So we'll put a horror and a damage on Greta here. No, not the damage, because she hurts herself to get her effect. So I guess we've got to take that one on the chops. Awesome. Oh, and the whippoorwill came to the quad. Yeah, that's the only way it can get to us. Yeah. Okay. Wow, that sucked. Upkeep. Oh, and the dogpiling begins. At the end of your turn, take a direct horror, discard it. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. The things are fine. The things are great. Everything's fine here. How about you? Encounter card. Another bad guy. That's awesome. Wait, can these guys? I guess they can. I thought they didn't show up till later, but that's fine. Force at the end of the enemy phase, each investigator at the vassal lurker's location discards the top card of their deck. Victory 1, so that's cool. Wow, we're in a bit of a pickle here. We've only got 1 bullet to do all this. And this has 4 health. So the real question is, do we kill her and then try to run from this? We've got a backpack putting us at a 4. I think that has to be the play here. What can we search? What can we play from here? We'd like a keepsake, but I don't think I have a keepsake. We've got my coats. We could put a coat down. We really would prefer the keepsake, but we could take a coat. Okay. So I think that's the play here. Oh, I got a bullet back for critically missing her. So we will spend that bullet to shoot her this turn. At +1, she dies, which is great. Do I have clues here? I do. So I'm going to play evidence to gain one of those clues. I never advanced. I'm stupid. We should do that. We have a 4th clue. She's dead. I do lose the ammo. I get to play my leather coat. I've got the coat put back on. Let's advance and see what happens. happens before we try to run from this thing, because we may just want to, like, fighting it may just be better. So we'll spend the requisite number of clues to advance. 1, 2, 3, since I always forget. Now it'll say, like, lose that extra clue you just spent time getting. Oh, I could have got the other one with Greta. We're going to do that. We exhaust her. She takes a damage. We get our second clue. So we did get all the clues off the student union, which we will probably lose as I read this card, but that's fine. Shuffle the encounter discard pile and the set aside Jazz Mulligan into the encounter deck. Oh, it's this one. Okay, we'll do that. Search. Jazz. I forgot, this is annoying. Okay. Do we have to be in a specific location? Spend 1 clue, discard the top 5 cards. 10 if there's only 1 player, that's good. Forest, if you discard Jazz for any reason, resolve his resolution effect. When you take control of him, advance. So we've still got a little bit of a while. We've got 1 more action. Let's see where we're at here. I can't really afford to take the horror because I'm going to take 1 here from this, and then I would take 1 from him. Yeah, we have to try to run from this guy, so we'll commit the backpack. So we're a 4 to a 2, and we hope for the best. We get it. Tap him. And he will stay here. Oh, but that doesn't get us away. That sucks. That was our 3rd action. Well, we still don't take the damage, so that's next turn's problem, I suppose. Enemy phase, the whippoorwill comes for us. Damn bird. So we're at -1 to everything, which is fantastic. We take a direct horror and upkeep. We got a machete. We can't play the machete, but that's okay. What happens at this location? Oh, I can... Alright, we can do some stuff here. A Doom goes on. We haven't advanced yet, but we will next turn. Attach to the location with the most investigators, that's this one, and without a secret door. Investigators cannot leave this location. 3 to search for a passage, or 3 to discern the way out. If you succeed, discard the secret door. Fantastic. Guys, we're not saving any of these jerkwad professors. We're in some trouble here. Do I have 10? 6? Nope, I do not. So it is worth +2 here. What's its fight? Oh, because it readies and comes back after us. Its fight's only a 3 to my 4. 5. I'm a 5. I'm up by 2. It is easy. Maybe I commit the machete here. Yeah, we'll commit the machete here. I'm up by 3. Wow, that's gonna get us killed. I was only up by 2 because of the whippoorwill. Okay, but we do get our bullet back. So we'll fire it off again. And we're gonna commit the steadfast here. So we're up a further 2. So 5, 6, 7 -1. We're a 6 to a 3. We hit it for 2. And that was our 2nd action. So we literally can't kill this thing. This is terrible. It's just we're going to take 2 horror. Our 3rd action has to be swinging on it with just a shovel. not even the actual shovel. I don't have anything I can really commit here. So we are a 4 because of the whippoorwill to a 3. We're up 1. And of course we get the -2. Okay. Enemy phase. This thing hits us. We'll put 1 here. I think we have to kill Greta. I don't see a way around it because we can't deal with our weakness right now. So we will let her die to this thing. Oh, we'll let her take the meat damage too. Duh. Our bullet is gone because we did hit it. Okay, upkeep. Vicious blow. That's what we needed. Okay, so we do take a horror directly. That sucks. But we don't have a discard anything effect right now, so this advances. The university is dead silent. The shadows coil about your feet as you walk, and you swear there is something following you with each step you take. Or is it just your imagination? Or is there really someone there? Or something stalking you? Each investigator with 5 or more cards in his or her discard pile takes a horror. Fantastic. Each player with 10 or more cards takes 2 horror. I think we just lost. If the players have completed the house always wins, we have. Advance directly to 2B. If extracurricular activity is the first scenario of the campaign, advance to 2A. So we take 2 horror and go crazy, so it doesn't even matter that we go to 2B. But we will flip this anyway. A cry of fear echoes through the campus as several students flee from the eastern side of the university where the science building can be found. Could this commotion be linked to Professor Rice's disappearance? If the dormitory's location is not in play, put it into play. If the experiment is in play, move it 1 location towards the dormitories. If it's not in play, spawn it in the science building. But we went crazy, so we're not going to do that. We were just resolving. So we don't get to kill him, which sucks. And yeah, so we lose. Which resolution is we all died? If no resolution was reached, each investigator was resigned or defeated. As you flee from the university, you hear screaming from the northern end of the campus. An ambulance passes you by and you fear the worst. Hours later, you learn a rabid dog of some sort found its way onto the university dormitories. The creature attacked the students inside and many were mauled or killed by the attack. If in your campaign log record that Warren Rice was kidnapped, if your campaign log, the investigators failed to save the students, you are haunted by the guilt. It doesn't say that I did, right? Yeah, it doesn't, because I don't know that they're dying, so that's cool. Each investigator earns experience equal to victory X plus 1. Okay, so did we get any XP from this terrible outing? No. 1. Okay. We get 2 XP. Okay. Nice kidnap. 1 mental trauma. That's not ideal. What else was I supposed to write? Sorry, I just took you the worst possible way across. We don't get the extra token. And we go to Armitage's fate. So, I mean, that's fine. I'm sure he'll be there. If the investigators were unconscious for several hours, read fate number 1. Awesome, we were definitely unconscious. You are more than a little rattled by your experiences in the university and the Clover Club. You were not sure what to make of whoever or whatever was after Rice and Morgan. Worried about Dr. Armitage, you swiftly make your way back to his home. When you arrive, you find that the latches of his front door have been busted open, and his living area and study have been ransacked. Dr. Armitage is nowhere to be found. Searching his home, you find a journal that the intruders didn't steal, tucked beneath several of the documents in the bottom drawer of Armitage's desk. The journal appears to be written in a strange language you cannot decode, using script you've never seen in your entire life. Fortunately, it seems Dr. Armitage has already gone through the trouble of translating it into English. Apparently, it belongs to one Wilbur Whately. The journal, along with Armitage's many notes, tells a startling tale, one you would scarcely believe if not for your harrowing experiences earlier tonight. Armitage was kidnapped. Each investigator earns 2 more experience, as reading Wilbur's journal gives you insight into the hidden world of the mythos. The story continues in the Miskatonic Museum. All right, well, thank you for watching this as I continue to blunder my way through. And I'll see you next time.